I'm with Brad Matthiesen, Suno's head of engineering, and we're here to talk about what he's building on the technical side of the house. So Brad, what are some of the growth plans? What are you excited about building this engineering team?
Yeah, thank you, Matt, for coming to Harvard Square and learning a little bit more about Suno. We are building the future of music. That's a little crazy to say, but our mission here at Suno is to help people get more value from music, and we're doing that in a lot of ways. I'd say first and foremost, a lot of people know about us from our foundation model research and our ability to sort of take a prompt and turn it into a song.
Yeah.
But we're really working on a lot of much bigger things, and we're doing it here in Boston, and that's probably the most exciting thing for us and probably why we're chatting
Absolutely.
here today. We're based right here in Cambridge. We're right in Harvard Square, right above Mike's Pastries. We have other offices in New York City and LA, but this is our home, this is our headquarters, and that's a pretty cool opportunity, and that excites us a lot. So if people are local in either Boston, Providence, New England, if you're affiliated with some of the nearby colleges, there's 100 of them within a stone's throw. This is something that I think you should take note of. And if you are a builder and like to do awesome things, especially around music, there's no better place to be right now.
Totally. Now tell us about like the team size and the projected growth, just so people understand the moment in time and like where you're headed in the coming months.
So we raised some money last March of 2024, and we grew pretty rapidly over the past year and a half. We're about 100 people now. There's roughly 40 or so people here in Cambridge, and we're going to continue to grow pretty rapidly over the next year. And specifically within engineering, we'll probably add about 50 plus engineers over the coming year. And we'll hire across our platform and infra team. We'll definitely continue to grow our machine learning team, both on the research side and inference side. We have like product engineering, like full stack web. We have mobile engineers. We also have data engineers. We have design engineers. We have every kind of engineer except for mechanical engineer, or no chemical engineers either, yet.
And wouldn't it be nice, builders of Boston, to have those roles here? So listen up. Now, tell us about like the opportunity in front of you, both from an engineering perspective, but like for Suno, building the cutting edge, the next generation of music. What does that even look like?
It's pretty awesome. You should definitely check out our app if you haven't, and that'll definitely give you a good sense. We're really building something that is, like I said, from foundation model research all the way to a consumer tech application. And like I said before, these types of startup opportunities don't usually exist in Boston. Boston has a pretty good and rich startup history, maybe not so much on the consumer side, and definitely not what we think we're going to be building. And so the opportunity is pretty immense, and especially right now where we're only 100 people, every new hire is meaningful. It's very intentional. You can come in and you're going to be able to leave a lasting impact on what we're building for hopefully years to come. It's maybe my personal dream to really make something special here in Boston, and I hope that a few years from now, a lot of us are looking back and like, wow, that's really cool. We actually accomplished something, and this is a household brand or name, and it started right here in Harvard Square.
And I wholeheartedly support this. Now, for people that are like interested in this, which hopefully is a lot of you, for new team members, how do they come in and make an impact immediately? Who are the people? What are the attributes of Suno team members?
Yeah. I'll go back again and stress we have needs across the board. So there are a lot of different people who have been able to come in and make an impact. And I envision that to continue to be the case for the foreseeable future. But at the end of the day, to join a team like Suno and really make an impact, it comes down to two things. We pride ourselves on being a high trust environment. And so with that kind of comes a lot of autonomy. So if you come and you join Suno, you're sort of expected to start making contributions almost immediately. We have interns who are shipping code to production. We just launched a really cool radio feature. Definitely check it out if you haven't. And that was actually worked on by two of our interns. And so you're not going to come here, you're not going to be sitting on the side on the bench, like waiting for your opportunity. Like we want people that we can trust, put into action immediately. And that's awesome, especially if you're early career. Having that ownership, having that opportunity to take on meaningful work is really cool, and may not be something you find in big teams where you're sort of siloed off working on some sort of specific area. The second part, and something that's like sort of near and dear to my heart, is just around learning and growth in general. I frequently talk about a really famous Paul Graham essay from maybe 10 years ago. This is like one of his OG essays. I think it's just entitled Startups Equal Growth. And in it, he talks a lot about like revenue and usage and all the proverbial up and to the right things about growth in startups. One element that I think he misses though is just like both the growth of the team size, but also just like in the challenges and the opportunities and like how we all have to grow as individuals and learn new skills to be able to tackle, what's on the horizon. And that's a really big thing here at Suno. One specific thing, and like I have a saying that a lot of people on my team heard me spout all the time, is we don't have to be able to solve tomorrow's problems today, but we have to be able to put ourselves in a position to solve them by the time tomorrow comes.
Sure.
And one really awesome example of that, I helped put into place, but like I've really seen it blossom and flourish here. And if this resonates with you, this is like a really good selling point, is sort of like our culture around learning. My team has a series called Dev Tea, which is like once a week on Friday. And a member of our engineering team comes and teaches us about something. Cool. And it could be something related to work in the project that they're doing, or it could be something that they just learned on their own, or they're working on a side project, or they just like went down a rabbit hole. It's sort of like a tech talk or a TED talk, or just like, hey, I'm gonna share something cool. And that's a really great thing that's just taken off here. And it's actually grown to the point where we now have like data tea and manager tea, music tea, and book tea. And that's just like a really cool manifestation. I like to say that it was like a very intentional practice, but it actually kind of came about like organically, where people are like, we want to keep learning, we want to keep getting better at this. And that's just like a really awesome aspect. So when you take that and you couple it or stack it on top of that autonomy and trust, it's just like a really great environment for people to come join and build and have an impact.
Definitely. This is Brad Matthiesen, dishing the tea on engineering and culture at Suno. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, Matt.